Okay, spawning in the bottom left is going to be our purple Zerg, currently at 1 win going on game number 2, as everybody here has been. This guy is.
Check 6 Mkengyn.
So his opponent for this game is going to be spawning in the top right. We have our blue Protoss. He is
Inca. Currently without a team, but again, as I said before, was top 20 Grandmasters in the past couple days. Formerly a member of EG and then went to LG. And then just currently without a team.
Yep, so curious to see what Inca is going to try to do versus pretty much just the standard macro style Zerg. Although Mkengyn
Got
definitely...
that pylon in the position outside, or in front, or actually in his main instead of in his natural. So not the position that you would see from a Forge Fast Expand, which most people do on this map. Really nice to get that expansion down, and great map for actually going for some cannon contains. Pretty easy to lose as Zerg if you don't stop it in time. But maybe have a one base style play?
Maybe. It would definitely be unconventional for this map. Just because
Yeah,
of how
that's what I'm
easy
saying.
it is to get that second base. I don't know. I wouldn't like it. I don't approve. Probably just one base pressure into getting that expansion, which is probably a good idea in its own, because definitely expect the fast expansion here from Zerg. I mean, last Zerg we saw play on this map went for a quick third. An extremely fast third, just knocking down those rocks as soon as he had units. So, I mean, we could see Mkengyn kind of expect the same thing. Not expect this heavy pressure.
Yep, Mkengyn actually did hatch first. And actually right now, with, yeah, he's bringing a drone now. I was going to say, if it actually faced a Forge first, which he hasn't scouted, he actually could have lost right there. Or at least been forced to cancel the hatch.
Now, is that a full wall off, or is there an opening at the bottom? Can't... That looks like a full wall off to me.
No, there's an opening in between, I think.
Okay, I'll trust you on that. I think you might be right.
Well, because it takes a barracks and 2 supply depots. So that is 4 plus 3, which is 7 unit spaces. And these
Okay.
are 3 each. So,
Okay. Makes perfect sense, as that probe does squeeze right through the middle there.
yep, cuz math. See a chrono boost on that first stalker, starting Cybernetics warp gate research immediately. Drone is going to finally scout this out, sees the positioning of these buildings.
And gonna get right inside the base. One gas up right now, could go for a gas steal if he absolutely wants to.
Yeah.
Ho ho,
Should-
called it.
Is going to go for that gas steal. Should definitely be a little bit on edge, seeing a non-expansion style wall, and only the 1 gas right now. We do know that Inca is actually on 27 supply right now, and usually, even for the 3 gate expands, you get it on 20 or so. So certainly a late gas.
Yeah, and he definitely has to suspect something's up, considering he doesn't see a single unit here. Now, he did see that Stalker pushing out. That second Stalker did pull back to actually take care of the drone. So it's not going to be 2 Stalker pressure, just 1 for now. And, oh, Mkengyn, don't get off that creep. He has the Spine Crawler up. He should be fine versus this. Just needs to actually sit back. He continues the... Oh, he completely avoids the Spine Crawler. Probably wants to move that over a few spaces.
And Stalker could actually sit behind the mineral line, but doesn't want to risk getting caught by whatever's coming out of these eggs next.
Yep. And Inca has pretty much...
Which we do saw a couple links.
Oh,
Drone in Inca's... Oh no! A lag spike for me. Drone did see the expansion
Wow.
coming down for Inca. Also saw the Forge, I think.
I've just got to tell you, there's a definite lag on Skype because you clearly noticed your own lag 5 seconds after it happened. Sorry, I found that way too amusing. Inca is going to be taking his own expansion. And finally gets that 3rd gas up very quickly.
Yeah, he is starting +1, which makes me think that it's going to be some kind of like 6 gate pressure or something. Oh, but we already see the first Robo So this could actually be anything, but this is a weird build. Only one gate and one robo right now. And that +1, which is, again, strange. Normally you don't get that +1 unless you actually are planning to do a push timing with it. Otherwise it's just not really that useful. But right now, looking at the income tab, Link is actually down 33 harvesters to 42, so again, I'm not really sure what the point of this build is yet. Normally you either try to get ahead on economy or you look to do a push, but right now I'm not sure which one it is. He just threw down a Twilight Council.
Well, I'm gonna guess the Twilight's for a quick +2, which still leaves the question, what is he doing?
I'm confused. He's just warped in a bunch of sentries.
Meanwhile, Mkengyn, nydus Canal just started, and he is getting a roach worm as well,
man.
so we're going to see some heavy roach pressure in the main. Although no overlords out that I can see. Whoop, never mind. Overlord just got sighted by Inca. Although can't see it with the pylon, he should have seen it with that probe. And hopefully Mkengyn moves that overlord away. Cannot do that nydus right there. And here comes that quick +2. Blink also being researched here. So it is going to be some kind of blink pressure. Although still, not a whole lot of gateways. You need a little more than 2 gateways on 2 bases to really be able to apply blink stalkers. Overlord does move. Although trying to get in a better position for the nydus, and I think Inca is just going to give that up. And interesting that he can't put the nydus around this tree here. It's not going to be seen. So he still has the chance to do it.
And there it goes.
9 roaches and a lot of lings. There goes the nydus.
And it is not sighted. Oh, it's just in the small bit of shadow in between the gas and the Twilight Council and that one pylon. There's also an overseer on the other side. But here we go. Nydus finishes. Roaches and lings moving here.
Yep.
Not a lot of units out for Inca. He's got a lot of sentries throwing some nice force fields, but not a lot of firepower underneath. The extra gateways that he's thrown down haven't kicked in yet. He's still running off with just 2 gateways and a robo. I think it's not going to be enough. There are a lot of roaches coming out, picking off the sentries. Blink does finish, but even with that Blink micro, he's got nowhere to run, essentially. Link's still flooding into the main here.
Yep,
picking off this portal. Going to go for the pylons. Going to unpower this gateway and warp gate if he can. And there they go, unpowered, picking off the second pylon, powering those. And oh my goodness.
This is pretty much it. One pylon powering both of these gateways. He could unpower those very quickly if he targets it down. They do turn into warp gates, so he's going to be able to warp in a few more units. But I mean, the damage has already been done. 27 harvesters left. Cleaned up that main. All of the stalkers going down. 2 trying to run for their lives. Lings just pouring in from that nydus.
That's going to be GG. It's 37 supply to 104 right now. He just cannot afford to tech this hard without enough units. I think any kind of pressure actually would have beaten him here. Trying to make a wall with probes to defend that choke, but it's not going to be enough.
Yep. Lings continuing to pressure here. The main is completely gone, which is all of his production besides 1 warp gate. I'm surprised we haven't seen a GG because the supply is 116 versus 30. Dot Beef has had enough.
The game knows it's over. Yeah. Inca's still trying to fight the valiant fight, but there's the GG. Just getting the Forge, the Robo, the Twilight Council, Blink, +2, and only running off those 2 gateways. Just didn't have enough units to deal with pretty much anything there. I was trying to play to the metagame, play to the distances, but distance don't matter when you can get that nydus in the base. So, amazing game there by Mkengyn.
Yep. Inca's out, and we have our first player that actually has 2 wins. Check 6 Mkengyn does have 2 wins, and is going to be going on game number 3, so stay tuned.
Oh, Hash saying he wants next. And since he is a Terran player, we would love to have him, since we did have it as EVP. And we need something to buffer before we bring in Phoenix, 1 game of the night from last week. There's also a nice gif of Minigun's Baneling defense on the blog, so you can check that out. I was top of Reddit. I was very, very happy to see that. I was just browsing Reddit StarCraft, and I was like, hey, I was in that game. The next map is going to be Shakuras.
I'm just gonna go quick little bit of self-advertising here, since I see some people saying they're gonna go to full screen and not be in the chat. You can do both if you want. Go over to syntv.com. If you go to the top right, there's full screen. You get both full screen view and the chat on the right side. And man, commercials are pretty darn loud. So if you do want to see all of that full screen, you can go over to syntv.com and click full screen there.
So, checking if our players are ready, and then we'll go into this next game. Alright, got the go-ahead from both players, and countdown has begun.
Okay. So, changed colors on me again? I think he changed colors last game too. I wonder if he's following minigun style and
I'm telling you, they all just
changed every
conspire against you.
I know.
Make you do extra work.
Okay. Okay, starting at the top right, we have our Green Zerg this game. He's currently at 2 wins going on game number 3. He is
Check 6 Mkengyn.
So for his opponent this game, we're going to have our Pink Terran spawning in the bottom left, cross positions here on Shakura's Plateau. This guy is
Vile Hash.
So this is MLG Shakura's, as you can see the supply depot at the bottom. And of course the newer Blizzard map. Only if you're an EU do you expect the old version on an MLG. As I was saying before, if you're over on EU, all of your MLG maps are out of date. Every single one is wrong. So if anybody from MLG is watching this, go update EU like right now. It's even an account that just says MLG maps. That's the name of the guy that uploaded them. So it's clearly MLG doing it. So I'm a little surprised that they're not updating it. I mean, and I don't know how many EU players actually fly over for MLG, but you at least want them to have the opportunity.
Did. Naniwa did. You know, the guy who won the last, Dallas.
Yeah, well, think about the fact that he's not able to practice on the maps because they don't even have him over there.
Yeah, someone should fix that.
So I don't know what they did for Columbus. I guess just assume they were playing on the wrong maps. And then we're like, what? Where did the supply